Welcome to the All-in-One channel. I'm Kelley Rosano, and this is Leo, May 2013. Leo, you go into May in between two powerful eclipses. Now you, like Cancers, are highly affected by eclipses because it always involves the sun and the moon. And your ruling planet is the sun, as the ruling planet of Cancer is the moon. Now you just had the Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse on April 25th in the year of your life that has to do with your security, how you build security for yourself, financial security, personal security, and your home in the world. Now, it's going to be different for every Leo because you're all born on different days, you're all born on different times, you're all born on different years. Some Leos, it's about moving. Some Leos have already moved. Some Leos, it's about travel because you carry your home on the inside. And so you're not interested in owning property. You're more interested in traveling. It's unique for each Leo. And you can find that out by getting your timeline report, your solar return report. These are very powerful reports that can give you the landscape for the year. Now, Scorpio, with Saturn and Scorpio, you know, end of 2012 and all of 2013, it is about building security, financial security. And you're doing that through your career in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. It's a very big time for Leos. So the Taurus new moon solar eclipse is happening in the area of your life that has to do with your reputation in the world, your business in the world, your profession in the world, your achievement in the world, your career legacy in the world, how you define your individuality in the world, your destiny in the world. So this is an incredibly powerful month for you. It could be a game changer. And here's why, because there are 2 points on the moon that are very important, the North Node and the South Node. The North Node represents the direction in life we need to go in, and the South Node represents where we've come from in the past and past lives. Now, this Taurus solar eclipse, which involves the sun and the moon, conjoined on the South Node in your 10th house, career, reputation, destiny in the world, also has Mars there. Now, the sun is the king or the queen, okay, because there's female Leos. And so the sun is your will in life. Mars is like the knight. The knight goes out and carries out the will of the king or the queen. Mars is in Taurus. The sun is in Taurus. Mercury, how you think and communicate, Taurus. Moon, how you feel, Taurus. Conjunction, new moon, solar eclipse, new start. However, the South Node is there. So it's about looking back at your past and what you've learned and the wisdom you've gained and where you need to go now. Now, the last time you had this Taurus solar eclipse was May of 1994. These eclipses happen in 19-year cycles. So the last time we had a 19-degree, 31-minute Taurus eclipse, just like this one, was May of 1994. What were you doing with your life then? Now, some of you are really young, so you're not aware of that. But that's okay, because in 2032, we'll be asking you that again. I'll look a little different, but I'll be asking you that again. So this is a really important time for young Leos, older Leos. It's really important because this is the time for you to take your reputation to the next level, to take your business to the next level, to take your profession to the next level. Or maybe it's time for some of you to move on from what you've been doing. Maybe for some of you, you're moving into a new area. So you're taking what you've been doing, but you're going to do it differently. Again, it's going to be different for each one of you, okay? So, you know, the eclipses are the most powerful transit you can experience. And you've got the North Node and Saturn all about building financial security. 2013, 2014, these are your years where you're building financial security for yourself. Many of you are accumulating wealth at this time. Many of you are accumulating financial security. And Leos, you're supposed to live royally. You are to live lavishly, live in your palace, travel first class. This is who you are. This is what you're about. And you're really looking at that now. How can I take my business to the next level? How can I use the internet to market my services? Maybe you want to be on YouTube. And this is time for you to do it. Some of you are very much involved in traveling and teaching and learning and moving into a new way of doing things. And 2013 is the year you're going to do it. 2013, 2014, these are transitional years, but you're transiting up into a new level of what you do in the world, your reputation in the world, your business in the world. Now Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, and abundance, shifts into Gemini just before the eclipse on May 9th and 10th. She moves in on May 9th, right before the eclipse. And it's interesting because Venus is Taurus's ruling planet. Now Venus has just moved into the area of your life that has to do with your friends, your goals, the money you make from the business you own, and the money you make from the organization you work for. And Venus is saying, hey Leo, it's time for you to have fun. And don't just focus on work and business, because it's also about relationships and pleasure and rewards. And there's many paths. Venus in Gemini is about multiple relationships. It's about having more than one, if you have time. And so then the Sun sails into easy breezy Gemini on May 20th. This is a very fun area of your life. So Leos, this is your month, man. You are just on fire with your career and moving up, eliminating the past, moving forward, building financial security. And also, you know, the Gemini, you know, Leos, Geminis are very attracted to you. Libras are attracted to you. Aquarians are attracted to you. And of course the other fire signs, Aries and Sagittarius. And you are on fire this month, and your friends are there to help you because Jupiter is there in this part of your life. And Mercury enters Gemini on May 15th, then the Sun on May 20th. So you've got Venus, Mercury, Gemini, Sun, all there in the area of your life that has to do with being lucky. And this is just incredible because this is showing an increase in income. This is showing sudden opportunities, unexpected opportunities. Now, revolutionary Uranus and evolutionary Pluto make their first of exact square on May 20th. And Pluto is in the area of your life that has to do with your health habits, your work habits, your lifestyle, your obligations. And Uranus is in the area of your life that has to do with long distance travel, teaching, speaking, writing, publishing, marketing, teaching what you know abroad, having relationships, good relationships with people that may be in a foreign country from you, but that's okay because soulmates can be anywhere, right? And because of the gift of the internet, time and space no longer matters, and your friends are really there for you. And this is about you marketing your services all over the planet, marketing, teaching what you do all over the planet, taking your business to the next level, or taking what you do to a new way so that you're innovating yourself. Uranus wants you to innovate how you teach, how you communicate, how you travel, your truth. What is your truth, Leo? Uranus wants you to revolutionize your beliefs and paradigms. Pluto wants you to evolutionize your lifestyle, your health habits, your work habits. And this has to do with obligations. So anything your heart's not in, Leo, you gotta cut it loose. Because, Leo, you rule the heart. And if your heart's not in it, then you're not receiving from it. You know, Pluto is requiring real change. Uranus wants you to innovate your life and make a commitment to your personal growth, making real changes. Pluto and Uranus break down what's not working. And if you've got all these obligations that you said, yeah, I can do this and you can do that, but your heart's really not in it, Pluto's going to break it down. But you can move from breakdown to breakthrough because, you know, when we go with the flow and we do what's right, then things fall into place. Resistance creates struggle. When we resist our astrology or we resist what we've agreed to do. Now, obligations, you know, things that, you know, you're really not into and, you know, you're half-hearted about are not going to work out for you in this energy. So it's very important that you know, bow out gracefully and not overcommit yourself to things. Now you have the third of three eclipses on the 24th and 25th. And this is the Sagittarius lunar eclipse. And this eclipse is an extra powerful full moon because it's an opposition between the sun and the moon is closest to the earth, making it a supermoon, and in a direct alignment with the earth and the sun. This is a supermoon, which is incredibly powerful, like the Scorpio full moon eclipse. Now, this is the last Sagittarius eclipse we're going to have for another 19 years, and it's happening in a very fun area of your life. Sagittarius is 5 signs from you. And so this is about creative self-expression, self-confidence, creativity, love affairs, romance, true love, your children, having fun, amusement, and pleasure. This is a wonderful energy for you because it's a sister sign. It harmonizes with you. And the Gemini harmonizes with you. It sextiles the Leo. The air feeds the fire and the fire feeds the air. That's why, Leos, you get along really well with Geminis and Libras and Aquarians and your sister signs, Sagittarius and Aries. This is an incredible month for you, Leo. It really is. Now, this full moon is about uniting that magnanimous heart of yours, Leo, and your head. The power of your mind, attitudes, perceptions with the power of your beliefs, dreams, and visions. Remember, you don't get what you want, you get what you believe. Now, Neptune closely T-squares this Sagittarius full moon eclipse, challenging you to use your intuition and gut instincts when making choices. Ask yourself, what is my truth? Okay, you've got Uranus in the area of your life that has to do with your truth. Now, that's going to be unique to each Leo listening here and watching these podcasts. So, what is your truth? Okay, what is fantasy? Now, you've got to pay attention to Neptune because Neptune is in the area of your life that has to do with your investments. It has to do with your partner's resources. It has to do with other people's values. And it has to do with your accounts. So, like the Aquarians, you guys have to watch what Neptune's doing here. Okay, double check your passwords, double check your balances, double check your accounts. Don't assume anything, okay? Assumptions get us all into trouble, okay? When you have an assumption, once you have the evidence to that assumption, then you've got truth. But until you have evidence to whatever assumption you have, including she's great, he's great, and trust, because wherever Neptune is where we're being fooled. And you could be a psychic, you can be an astrologer, you can be a great reader, but you still have your own lessons. We all have our own lessons. And so that means you can still be fooled. Wherever Neptune is where we're being fooled. And you have it in a money house. So please double check your passwords. Change your passwords. You know, some jerk in China could be hacking into your, putting a virus on in your email, putting a virus on your computer. You know, it happens. And that's the Neptune. How did he get in? How did he, figure out a way to hack into your accounts? Don't just assume that everyone has your best interest at heart. You want to be as wise as the serpent, harmless as the dove. But you've got to have that, you've got to have your third eye open and ask yourself, what am I not seeing? Okay? And you can even ask your higher self. I do that with my higher self. I say to my higher self, show me what I'm not seeing so it doesn't come back and bite me in the butt. Right? Because whatever we don't see comes back and bites us in the butt. And you got so much going on. Your career's on fire. You got romance going. You could have multiple relationships with Venus and Gemini. Everybody wants to invite you to their party. Everybody wants to, be involved with you. And so you're really distracted by your social life, your career. That's why you got to pay attention. Make sure you're changing your passwords. Make sure you double checking everything. And that way, you don't look back and go, oh, I wish I, changed that, or I wish I looked at that. Now, you end May with an incredible, wonderful Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter conjunction on May 27th, Memorial Day here in the United States, and May 28th. This is an uplifting energy, stimulating personal interaction, great conversations, and positive pursuits. And it's happening for you in an area that, you could get like an incredible opportunity, like a huge account, or like this huge lucrative business opportunity to partner with other people where they bring you in on the team and it's like, whoa, it just works and it's financially rewarding. And you're just like, I can't believe this happened to me. It's because it's happening in the area of your life that is sudden opportunities. And Gemini sextiles the Leo, so it pours positive energy into you. Now with a sextile, you do have to make an effort. So in other words, if someone invites you to join their business or join their team, you got to say yes. You got to show up. You got to participate. And this is going to be incredible for you, okay? So Leo, you are powered up in May. Release those obligations. Take a break. Don't forget to take a break too, because you could find yourself really tired because you just got so many offers coming at you and so many opportunities. When it rains, it pours. Well, it's going to pour in May for Leo. And so set those boundaries with your money. Set those boundaries with your accounts. Set those boundaries with your computer. Make sure they're not hacking into your iPad, your computer, or wherever. Just take good care of yourself, because this is an incredible month for you. And even Mars enters Gemini on May 31st. So your career's on fire, and it just keeps going because Mars goes into that area of your life where you see a dramatic increase in income and you feel really lucky, you feel really blessed. And it all goes, back to that Saturn in the fourth, that north node where you're building financial security this year and next year. It's a transitional year, and the eclipses are saying it's time to cycle up. Perhaps take what you're doing and do it in a different way, or do it in a new way, or move it in another way. It'll be unique for each Leo, but it's going to be incredible. You're really going to enjoy May. And June looks good too. I can't wait to get there too. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, Leo. Thank you for liking and sharing my podcast. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like to schedule a session with me, it's very easy. The link is below. And until next time, have an amazing May.